हेलो गाइस, वेलकम टू कॉमर्स लर्निंग। कैसे हो आप सब? चंगे? तो स्टूडेंट्स, टुडे वी विल लर्न अबाउट द बेसिक रूल फॉर डिटरमाइनिंग रेसिडेंट स्टेटस ऑफ एन assessee in India, or you can say how is the residence of an assessee determined. Explain the tax liability on the basis of residence. The basic rule for determining resident status of an assessee is the residential status is determined for each category of persons separately. It is always determined for the previous year because we have to determine the total income of the previous year only. It may change from year to year because residents of India in the previous year, that is 2017-18, may become a non-resident in the previous year 2018-19. A person may be a resident of more than one country for any previous year. A person may be an Indian citizen in 1 year and second year. He may not be an Indian citizen depending on the stay in India. Residents are classified as residents and ordinary residents, resident but non-ordinary resident, and non-resident. So in this slide you can see the three residents which in India is required to be a resident of India. So children, students, you can see that in the section 6 subsection 1 of the Income Tax Act, an individual is said to be a resident in India if he fulfills the following conditions. So students, what are the conditions? The first basic condition is he should be present 182 days or more in a financial year, or for a period of 60 days or more is the additional condition. So in other words, you can say if he stays in India for a period of 365 days or more during the years immediately preceding the previous 4 years, then as per section 6 subsection 6 Income Tax Act 1961, when an individual will be treated as a resident and ordinary resident also if he stays in India for a period of 730 days or more during the 7 years of preceding the previous year, and if he stays in India for at least 2 out of the 10 years previous financial year which is preceding the previous year. If the individual does not satisfy either of the conditions, then he is not eligible to qualify as a resident and ordinary resident. So in a financial year, if an individual stays in India for a period of 182 days or more, he stays in India for a period of 60 days in a financial year and 365 days or more during the previous financial year, the assessee will be treated as resident but not ordinary resident. If they satisfy one of the basic conditions, which is as follows: if he stays in India for a period of 730 days or more during the 7 preceding financial year, or if he was a resident of India for at least 2 of 10 years in the previous financial year. Non-resident, an individual will be qualified for a non-resident if he satisfies the following conditions. So students, now you see what are the conditions for the non-resident. If in a financial year an individual stays in India for less than 181 days. In a financial year, if an individual stays in India for not more than 60 days. If an individual stay in India which extends 60 days in a financial year but does not exceed the 365 days or more during the 4 previous financial years. So Indian income is taxable in all cases, whether of an ordinary resident or not ordinary resident. or not ordinary resident, Indian income includes income received or arising in India or deemed to be received in India. Foreign income of an ordinary resident is fully taxable, and foreign income of a non-ordinary resident is taxable only if derived from a business controlled in or a profession set up in India. Foreign income of a non-resident is not taxable at all. Thank you. Please like, subscribe and share, and turn the bell icon for more videos from me. Thank you.